Every relationship has ruptures. That's normal. The difference between happy couples and miserable ones isn't how often they argue, it's how quickly they repair. Repair isn't about being right, it's about being real. A simple, "that got messy, I still care about us," can go a long way. Here's the good news. You don't have to wait until you're completely over the hurt to start repairing. You can repair even while some of those raw feelings are still there. It's about softening and opening the door to connection again. So what does that look like? Well, you could say something like, "I wish I'd handled that better," or "I hate when we fight like that," or even, "Can we try again later?" Notice how none of those statements solve the problem completely. They simply reopen the door to connection, and that's what matters most. Let me give you an example. Imagine a couple where one partner forgets to pick up something important at the store. The other partner reacts with frustration. "You never listen to me." The conversation starts to spiral. Instead of digging in, the partner who forgot can repair by saying, "You're right, I dropped the ball. I know this made you feel like I wasn't paying attention. That wasn't my intention. Next time I'll set a reminder on my phone so it doesn't happen again." That small shift turns the moment from a blame cycle into a repair opportunity. Here's another example. A couple is running late to dinner with friends. The husband snaps, "You always take too long to get ready." She fires back, "Well, maybe if you helped me with the kids, I wouldn't be rushing." That could easily become an all-night standoff. Instead, repair could sound like, "I don't like the way I said that. I was anxious about being late, but it wasn't fair to put it on you. I'm sorry, can we reset?" That tiny moment of humility takes the sting out of the fight and reopens connection. Now, let's talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't just a switch you flip, it's a practice. And often it starts with a real apology. But here's the thing, apologies they're not just the words, "I'm sorry." A sincere apology has 3 steps. First, you acknowledge the hurt. Second, you show awareness of how your words or actions impacted your partner. And third, you propose a new path forward so the same issue doesn't keep recycling. For example, instead of just saying, "I'm sorry I snapped at you," you might say, "I'm sorry I snapped at you earlier. I know it made you feel dismissed, and I don't want to do that. Next time I'm stressed, I'll let you know instead of taking it out on you." So you see how much more connective that feels? You're not just closing the wound, you're helping prevent the same cut from happening again. Repair doesn't mean perfection. It means you keep choosing to turn toward each other instead of away. So think about one recent rupture between you and your partner. What's one thing you could say today that would open the door to repair? When you practice repair, even messy, imperfect repair, you build a relationship where conflict doesn't mean disconnection. And that's how love grows stronger over time. Thanks so much for joining me for this 6-part relationship series. Hope it's been a bit encouraging and insightful for you. Keep an eye out for more resources and special offers coming soon. And don't forget to visit me at lighterlove.com for more tools to strengthen your relationship. See you there.